Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today we're playing a 4,000 point per side battle featuring lots of heroes throwing down in the center of the field. This battle will be using my custom mass battle system designed to speed up gameplay drastically. I'll post a free PDF copy to my Patreon, so go ahead and nab that, and while you're there, please consider upping that patron count. This month's $5 giveaway is a Yoda painted by myself. More details on that at the end of the video. A big thank you to all of my patrons. This battle features a new fully enclosed backdrop and improved lighting. Thanks to all of you. Please let me know what you think of the new additions in the comments below. So with that all said, let's get into it. No fancy scenario or objectives here, just kill everything that moves. An AAT opens turn 1, firing its long-range cannon at an advancing saber tank, dealing an impressive 6 crits, but the 130 blocks all but 1 damage. A triple-strength squadron of staff speed up the center of the field and open fire on a TX-130, causing 6 more crits. The saber passes 4 saves, suffering 2 more wounds. A second squadron of staffs harasses an incoming squadron of ATRTs, dealing 3 wounds to the walkers, ending turn 1, as it was mostly positioning. A squadron of ATRTs equipped with Z6 rotor cannons blast away at the incoming staff riders, knocking 2 out of the sky. Bosk advances into cover, suffering a wound and shooting his mortar rifle twice at an incoming unit of Phase 1 troopers. 3 clones are killed and 4 suppression tokens are applied. A squadron of bark speeders equipped with rocket launchers open fire on a squadron of spider droids, leaving one of the spider droids hanging on with 1 wound remaining. An AAT continues to engage a damaged saber tank, dealing 3 more wounds to the vehicle, then strays to the side to keep the Republic tank out of rocket range. The Saber responds, being unable to aim and fire its rockets and cannons. It advances and opens fire on the offending AAT, but only manages to cause a single wound to the droid tank. A nearby AAT continues to pressure the heavily damaged 130, dealing another wound and a damage token, but failing to destroy it. A second squadron of Barks boldly rushes a unit of Magna Guard, taking out a single droid as the Magna Guard deflect and absorb the incoming fire. A Stab squadron pulls away from its initial target and attempts to finish off the limping Republic tank, dealing enough crits to drop the 130's last remaining wound. As the smoke clears from its fallen squadron member, a TX-130 targets the nearest AAT, dealing 4 damage to the droid tank. The damaged Stab squadron attacks incoming Bark speeders, nearly destroying one of the vehicles outright. Before the Barks can slip away, the Magna Guard charge in and deal an insane amount of hits, but the Barks fare better than expected and only one is destroyed in the flurry of strikes. A squadron of ATRTs open up with their laser cannons, finishing off one of the spider droids and moderately damaging another. A Saber tank shoots its main weaponry at a passing squad of Stabs, destroying a single model. The Separatist spider droids return fire on the missile launcher Barks, finishing off a damaged speeder and applying an ion token to the unit. An AAT that strafed to the flank of the Separatist lines causes 2 wounds to the ATRT squadron. Perhaps a little too confident in their shields and agility, a unit of commando droids equipped with deflector shields advances from cover, opening fire on incoming clone troopers before they can reach the rock wall ahead. Only 4 troopers are killed, however, and the commandos are in the crosshairs of over 30 clones. A squad of Phase 1 troopers pushes up a flank and performs an enhanced fire support action on the commandos in the open, breaking through 4 shield tokens, a dodge token, and destroying 8 out of 10 droids. Perhaps a bad play on my part sending the commandos forward. Phase 1 troopers advance towards cover and open fire on dug-in B-1s, taking out 4 of the battle droids. More Phase 1 troopers advance alongside their Jedi commanders and cut down nearly half of a B-1 battle droid squad. Phase 1s desperately target another squad of commandos that previously darted from cover. No damage is caused to the droids, although their defensive tokens are gone. Droid commandos take down 2 Phase 1 troopers from cover with their sniper rifles. Fives echo and their arcs make a bold push from cover and wipe out a large portion of the commando droids with vibro swords, dealing a big blow to the Separatist lines. Grandmaster Yoda takes the initiative on turn 3, charging into his former apprentice and dealing 4 wounds to the Sith Lord after attacking twice. Darth Maul activates next, cautiously preparing to dodge while throwing his saber at Master Kenobi, dealing 2 wounds to the Jedi. A saber tank has an opportunity to destroy an AAT but makes a poor roll and causes a single wound. The Magna Guard take another swing at the Bark Speeders before they can speed away, this time annihilating the remaining 2 vehicles. Phase 1 troopers aim and fire at the Vibro Sword commandos, destroying the remaining unit. 20 commandos were taken down without much return, and now the infantry engagement is in the feeble hands of B-1 battle droids. The Separatists take a little back in the form of 6 dead ARC troopers from the combined fire support of a B-1 and commando squad. Obi-Wan was able to use the Force Barrier ability to block 2 of the incoming hits, however. Two Phase 1 squads perform an advanced fire support, destroying the 2 remaining commandos and 11 B-1 battle droids. A staff squadron takes out a damaged AT-RT and deals 2 wounds to another. The Barks with missile launchers manage to destroy an Ion Spider droid. Cad Bane and Captain Rex begin their duel, as Rex dives from cover and opens fire on the bounty hunter. Bane dodges the incoming blaster fire, ducking behind a nearby rock formation, as 3 unfortunate droids take the captain's fire. An AAT aims and continues to engage the ATRTs with its heavy cannon, destroying another walker. Two more Phase 1 units perform an enhanced fire support, destroying a combined total of 10 B-1 battle droids as they mindlessly rush the Republic lines. Two B-1 units perform a fire support of their own, taking down 4 Phase 1 troopers in a hail of inaccurate fire. An ATRT squadron splits its fire at Maul, taking down his defensive tokens, and a damaged unit of B-1s, destroying the remaining battle droids. Cad Bane leaps out from cover and returns fire at Rex, dealing 3 wounds to the captain, 1 for each of the droids he just trashed earlier. As Grievous scuttles towards General Skywalker, a unit of Phase 1 troopers take aim and deal 3 wounds to the droid general. Grievous shrugs off the incoming blaster fire and charges Skywalker, dealing 3 wounds to the Jedi and a flurry of saber strikes. The last ATRT with laser cannons deals a single wound to the remaining spider droid. Anakin gains control of the duel with Grievous and deals 4 wounds. He then force pushes the droid general out of combat and into the line of sight of his nearby ARC troopers. Desperate to save their commander, the B-1s open fire at the ARC troopers before they can duck back into cover, killing 2 troopers, leaving Fives and Echo alone. Bosk aims and shoots at a squad of Phase 1 troopers, causing 2 hits. One suspenseful power outage later reveals both troopers taking a dirt nap. Fives and Echo leap back into cover. Having lost their entire squad to take out the Vibro commando droids, they add General Grievous to their hit list, chipping away his last wound. An AAT opens fire on a saber tank, as another well-timed power outage leads to some unnecessary suspense. The 130 suffers 2 wounds. Phase 1 troopers fire at the dug-in commando droids, eating through their shield tokens but only destroying a single model. The lone spider droid manages to chip another wound off a saber tank on its side armor. With his dodge token stripped away by the ATRTs, General Kenobi lands 3 solid blows to Maul. Recovering from Yoda's earlier onslaught, Dooku deals 3 wounds back to his former master, ending turn 3. Turn 4 begins with a depleted Phase 1 squad performing an enhanced fire support action with Captain Rex, finally managing to put some wounds on Cad Bane, who suffers 3 damage. Dooku activates first for the Separatists, trading blows with Yoda and managing to bring the Jedi Master down due to a poor defensive save. Rex activates next, firing into Cad Bane and a unit of nearby B-1s, taking out 3 droids and dropping another wound token on the bounty hunter, and gaining 4 dodge tokens from up close and personal. Darth Maul goes on the offensive against Obi-Wan, aiming, dodging, and dealing the Jedi General 3 more damage, dropping him to a single wound remaining. A lone AT-RT shreds 2 more wounds off the last spider droid with its laser cannon. An undamaged AAT opens fire on the vulnerable sides of a TX-130, dealing 4 wounds and a damage token to the vehicle. Anakin charges into Count Dooku, who despite having 2 dodge tokens cannot defend from the young Jedi's assault. Dooku is taken down after failing 1 too many saves. The damaged Saber tank is again fired upon by an AAT, rupturing the tank's hull and destroying the Republic vehicle. A third AAT attempts to deal some damage to the last remaining Saber tank, landing 2 solid hits on the vehicle. Republic bark speeders attempt to even out the tank engagement by destroying the heavily damaged AAT. Commando droids and a unit of B-1s capitalize on Skywalker being left in the open, performing a fire support. They take down the Jedi and kill 4 nearby Phase 1 clone troopers. The remainder of the clone squad try to deal some last-minute damage before they are shot down and manage to destroy a 7-strong unit of B-1s. A depleted squadron of Staps strafe the lone AT-RT, dealing 2 wounds to the walker. A squad of Phase 1 troopers aim and fire at a unit of B-1s, completely wiping out the remaining droids. A nearby unit of B-1s try to take out the remainder of a depleted trooper squad, only killing 2 clones. The last Saber tank opens fire with its rockets and cannon at an AAT, causing 2 wounds to the Separatist tank. Cad Bane pushes back towards hard cover and continues to shoot at Rex. Fishing for critical hits, he manages to roll 3, bypassing all 4 of Rex's dodge tokens and taking the captain out of the fight. Obi-Wan strikes back against Maul, but after an impressive save roll, only deals a single wound to the Sith apprentice. Boss takes out the remaining 3 troopers in a Phase 1 squad. The squad of Phase 1 troopers aim and fire from cover at the commando droids, breaking through their shields and dropping 5 models. Echo takes aim and destroys a 6th commando droid from his position. Another intact unit of clone troopers easily remove the remaining commando droids, leaving Boss somewhat lonely. The trooper squad breaks from cover and opens fire on the Magna Guard as they attempt to hide from enemy fire, destroying 4 guards and leaving the unit with only 3 remaining members. As the Separatist infantry line buckles, The AT-RT squadron pushes forward, destroying 7 B-1 battle droids with their rotor cannons. Darth Maul kicks off turn 5 by cutting down Obi-Wan, and perhaps foolishly charging it at 12 angry clone troopers. The Saber tank finally makes a solid hit on an AAT, dealing 5 damage to the droid tank. A squadron of Staps wraps through the Republic lines and opens fire on the Bark Speeders, trying to soften their damage output before they take out a second AAT. They manage to fully destroy a single Bark. The damaged Spider Droid makes a futile attempt to take out the speeder, ramming into it and self-detonating, dealing the speeder a single wound. Bosk is dealt 4 wounds by a squad of Phase 1 troopers. He then charges from cover in a frenzy, killing 2 clone troopers in close combat. Cad Bane is then casually gunned down by a full-strength squad of Phase 1 clones. Padme finally makes her presence known outside of pooping out aim and dodge tokens, taking out 3 battle droids with her blaster pistol. An AAT opens fire on the remaining Saber tank, dealing a single wound to the Republic tank. Maul finds himself surrounded by 12 extremely angry clone troopers and is promptly beaten down Office Space style. The AT-RT squadron activates a standby token as the Magna Guard attempt to close in on the clones who just beat down Maul and scrap the remaining 3 guards in a barrage of Z6 fire. The lone surviving Bark Speeder strafes the damaged AAT and makes an excellent shot into the droid tank, destroying it. As the tank receives a retreat order, an AAT manages to bring down the last AT-RT in a depleted squadron. The Separatist army has been soundly defeated, perhaps due to the overextension of the commando droids early in the battle. The remaining Staps and AAT quit the field under fire. An undeniable Republic victory. Their vehicles managed to hold on long enough for their infantry to overpower and destroy the Separatist lines and focus down the enemy heroes. And out of all the heroes deployed, only Padme remains. Heroes can be brought down pretty easily in these high-point games, so I recommend using them carefully. There is a rule in place to limit them being targeted in this battle system to help out, but that's all irrelevant when 2 saber wielders chop each other in half so quickly. If you made it to the end of the video, you have my thanks, and if you enjoyed yourself, please consider subbing to the channel and liking the video. The channel is getting really close to 1,000 subs, so any help hitting that milestone would be greatly appreciated. Work is slowing down again, so I'm going to be able to put a lot more time in the channel. I'm working on a huge Shadow Collective army and getting some new scenery ready, so look forward to that in the future. Don't forget to check out my Patreon for the Mass Battle PDF. And while you're there, consider supporting me if you like what I'm doing and want to see continued improvements. The $5 tier will enter you into a giveaway for a miniature painted by myself. This month, Master Yoda is up for grabs. Again, I'd like to thank all my patrons who support me and allow the channel to grow from their generosity. Till next time.